Hello and welcome back to my Harry Potter review series. Today, I'm going to be reviewing Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, which was released in 2004 and directed by Alfonso Cuarón. And just a disclaimer, I am not going to be comparing the film to the book. This is just me reviewing the movie. Alfonso Cuarón brought a lot to the table here with a new vision for the series. The editing here is the most notable difference. It's much tighter and faster paced. And this is sort of the way blockbuster films of the time were shifting to being edited. And this helped the series to evolve and stay more relevant. Cuarón also makes the film go at a faster pace with his more dynamic camera movements employed here. He also brought that now signature Harry Potter shot of the camera moving straight through glass that would continue to be used throughout the rest of the series. These two things proved to me that he had just such a masterful handle on how he wanted this film to look and feel. But he's not just making this a faster film just because he wants to. There was a lot more content of this story than the previous two entries had. The third book was, I think, around 100 pages longer than the second book in the series, with a lot more essential plot elements stuffed in there as well. So the director faced a bigger struggle this time around with squeezing all of the necessary plot in there. And this forces the film to become more of a focused story than we had seen before, rather than spending more time on different side quests that the characters might go on. The story here is structured differently than most other Harry Potter stories, with a good bulk of it taking place in just one day. And I won't spoil anything, but I can pretty easily see the ending sequence being botched, but Cuarón handles it with finesse. This film has possibly the best twist in the whole series, with one of the more creative villains in Sirius Black. And it was nice not to have Voldemort as the main villain in the film in some form or another. Instead, we got a creative new villain in Sirius Black. So it was nice to see Harry face some other adversary. Gary Oldman is a newcomer here, and while he doesn't get much screen time, he steals the show when he is on screen. And I am in the camp that believes that Michael Gambon is an improvement over Richard Harris in his Dumbledore portrayal. He has more energy, command, and even comedic chops to bring to the role. And the CGI here is one of the biggest leaps of advancement for the series. The Dementors here are on a whole new level of CGI realism, and the Quidditch match is also a notable improvement. But I still like that they employed some practical effects in the film, such as Buckbeak. And this includes some practical set pieces, like the giant pumpkins outside Hagrid's hut. It's nice to see not everything be CGI. Those kinds of things just add even more magic to the film for me. And in accordance to adding more magic, the Hogsmeade sequences are some of the most fun, especially the fight between Harry and Draco. Snow is just such a magical thing to me anyway, so I really liked getting more sequences with snow in this film. And the lighting here looks so good. The shots they were able to frame are gorgeous. It almost makes the first two films look childish with how great some of these shots are. And this includes some beautiful outdoor cinematography. We get to see some new angles and places at the castle which just look great. So the lighting here and the cinematography really just set the bar a lot higher for the rest of the movies in the series. And John Williams, the master, he really outdid himself yet again with his score. It sounds more dramatic and more instruments are employed to give the audience a more refreshed, maybe a different side of magic, while still employing the scores from the previous two entries in the film. Excellent score. All of the Harry Potter stories have some great moral messages found within, and I'm going to mention the main theme here that stuck out to me was fighting for the truth, even though sometimes, maybe most of the time, it's not the thing most people believe. And as an audience member, it's great to be on the side of Harry, Ron, Hermione, and Dumbledore fighting for this truth to win out. So yeah, I believe Alfonso Cuarón really just pushed the boundaries here as to what a Harry Potter film could really be, while maintaining and even possibly perfecting that very fun magical energy from the previous two entries. But one of the movie's strengths is also one of its weaknesses, unfortunately. While the story is more focused, it doesn't leave as much time for those more so magical side quests, which I do get. The series does need to progress beyond lengthy Quidditch sequences in each film, but unfortunately for me, it did lose just a little bit of that magic touch. But overall, I think this is easily one of the best entries in the series, and definitely the best so far. And I'm gonna give The Prisoner of Azkaban a 9.5 out of 10. Guys, what did you think of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban? Let me know in the comments below. Please make sure to like and subscribe. I'll be putting out a Goblet of Fire review, hopefully pretty soon. So stay tuned for that and more, and I'll see you for my next review.